Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. This is Paulo Tibig. 2021 na, and we have high hopes na we can now bounce back and thrive ngayong bagong taon. If you are a corporate leader or business leader, ito lang po yung tanong natin. Is our team now ready to be successful this year? If you observe today, the consumer or customers are changing their buying habits. And basically, it's more than the price right now that is more important in choosing product or service. Nowadays, customers want to make the most in what they spend. The value is the first and foremost reason why customers are patronizing our product and services. So what do we do? This 2021, we have to be relevant. We have to stand out. We have to be the orange among apples. Imagine this representation. You can see now an orange amongst the apples. And look and visualize these apples are your competitors. Meaning to say, everything equal. Pare-pareho ang offering natin. Pare-pareho ang ating pricing. Pare-pareho yung pinuprovide natin. Paano bibili, paano tayo tatangkilikin, at paano ipapatronize ng ating customers yung ating product or service. So the principle that I share is always about you have to be the orange among apples. You have to be different. We have to stand out. If your product and services is almost the same as these apples, then definitely we will be just providing yung price war. And we don't want that. We wanted to have the value with our product or service. We have to be the orange amongst apples. These are the proven insight and principle that I always share in our Mindset of Champion keynotes. These are insightful, actionable, relevant, ideal for kickoffs, sales rallies, conferences, general assemblies, and team buildings, and more, anchored on the 5 holistic Mindset of Champion keynotes framework, which circles on the 5 important cornerstones. First, on our core, establishment, and the right mindset and motivation to develop the essential skills and leadership development. Second, customers, learning the right approach in building long-lasting customers relationship. Third, product or services. You need to know exactly your differentiator. Paano ka magiging orange sa mga apples? Fourth, strategies. Time-tested, actionable steps that can be employed immediately to increase sales productivity. And fifth, results. Deliver it for the organization and aim for continuous sales improvement and performance management. So, whether your industry is FMCG, insurance, real estate, retail, or services, B2B, B2C, we have the right keynote for you. For bookings and inquiries, see the details below so we can help you motivate your team and kickstart 2021 right. Everyone, maraming salamat. This is Paulo Tibig. See you on your next event.
Welcome to the Paulo Tibig Show, ang babago sa Saturday habit mo. At these crucial times, we'll definitely need a boost in our work and business performances. That is why TPTS is here to provide you all access to valuable business contents to help entrepreneurs and corporate professionals. We will equip you with insights, best practices, and motivation toward excellence in the workplace. This show will also feature real stories, industry learnings, and authentic experiences from our seasoned experts and leaders. Are you ready to learn and stand out? Kung oo, then ano pang hinihintay mo? Tune in na sa The Paulo Tibig Show, the show for your businesses and companies. The Paulo Tibig Show.
We'll never even care. Baby, I know you're creeping. I feel it in the air. Every day, I try to make you stay.
Ayan, everyone, it's Saturday night again at narito na naman tayo sa ating Saturday night habit ang bumabago sa Sabado ng gabi natin, lalo na ngayong pandemic. Kung nasaan man kayo ngayon sa buong Pilipinas at sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo, magandang umaga, magandang tanghali at magandang gabi sa ating lahat. Sana po nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. Kung kayo naman ay nagdi-dinner, kayo ay nagmi-merienda o just, chilling out or relaxing at the comfort of your home. And right now, di ba, wanted to learn insightful, yung motivating na mga Sabado natin pinag-uusapan. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. At syempre, yung mga nasa daan pa, ingat-ingat po tayo. Especially now, di ba, during this pandemic, gusto natin na maging safe tayong lahat at patuloy na sana nagdarasal na sana ang lahat na ito ay matapos na at makabalik na tayo sa ating ginagawa sa araw-araw ng regular. So everyone, this is Paulo Tibig. Good evening, everyone. It's going to be a night of, napakagandang gabi na naman as always dito sa ating show na sinimulan natin with the intention of helping you out, spreading our goodwill at saka yung ating platform to really motivate and to kinda magbigay pa rin ng inspirasyon sa ating lahat, lalo na ngayon may mga pinagdaraanan tayo. So sit back, relax, just watch. At ano ang unang-unang dapat gawin? Mag-share na kayo. Di ba yun ang sinasabi natin? Mag-share na tayo sa ating social media account. Kami rin po naman nag-share kasi ano objective natin? Mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mas maraming tao na manood, makinabang at mag-benefit dito sa ating show every Saturday night. So, doon sa social media account niyo, pindutin na, mag-share na. At mamaya mapapakita natin. At syempre, mag-message na kayo. I'm sure lahat po kayo excited ngayong gabi. Mag-comment lang kayo sa chat box. Babatiin namin kayo as much as possible na lahat. Sabihin nyo lang kung nasaan po kayo ngayon. Share with us your insight, your thoughts, or any question for our guest for tonight na talaga naman pong mamaya sasabihin ko sa inyo, napakaganda ng ating bisita ngayon. At talagang I'm sure, ako excited marinig ang kanyang, yung kanyang i-discuss sa atin at yung lagi natin ginagawa na every Saturday talagang pinag-iisipan na tama at kung ano ang dapat ibahagi sa atin sa lahat. So, anong gagawin natin first? Follow us on our social media account, everyone. Kasi dito natin makikita, dito natin mababasa, dito natin mapapanood ang lahat ng ginagawa namin with our social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, di ba? Ano pa? LinkedIn. At Paulo Tibig lamang po ang inyong ipa-follow. Lalo na doon sa page natin, ha? Kasi you can get a lot of motivation. We have been posting a lot of things, schedules, free event, ayan, at kung ano pa, napakarami po niyan. So mag-follow na kayo so you'll be the next what? Followers. And then, again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kung kayo nasa YT space, yan at always, di ba? Always hit the bell button pagka-show na natin. Para nang sa ganon, again, mas marami ang ma-inform about the show happening every Saturday night, 7 p.m. Visit and subscribe at Paulo Tibig sa ating YouTube channel. And also, di ba, gusto natin kayong imbitahan, patuloy pa rin po, lalo na going to the second half of the year, to kickstart your team. Di ba nga, we have a lot of things going on for our companies and organizations, for your businesses also. Let us help you with kickstarting the second half, always to motivate and get your team on track for your conferences, kickoff sales rallies, general assemblies, and conferences. Let us know.
We can always collaborate. Ping us, message us, direct, no lang, PM nyo lang kami with our page, and then we can always see kung paano natin we can customize and bespoke. Similarly, with all the programs that we have, di ba? From Mindset of Champion, ayan, talagang napakarami nito. To our Love of Work program, mamaya, yun pala, mamaya, iimbitahan namin kayo kasi ito yung programa na magkakaroon na naman ng public run next week. Di ba? Yung culture building natin, sales masters program, kasi nakikita natin ngayon na patuloy dapat still getting on, and di ba, parang working on with the team to ensure that, di ba, ang bawat isa, lalo na ang sales natin, really can bring in the business to our companies, to our organization. Andyan din yung mga leadership natin, standout leadership, ethical leadership programa, anchored on our book na Standout, How to Lead Without Losing Your Values, Agile Leadership, which is ideal for today, Zone, yung building high performance team, di ba, anchored on several ways on how to get your team really, still, di ba, parang focus. Yung ating Moment of Truth, frontline management, then simplified strategic planning, next ladder, NLP-based SPD core, team building facilitation, journey to prosperity, and all our business tracks in there. So, kumusta ang week ninyo, everyone? We've been busy also within the week. We started the week with Monday pa lamang. We had an engagement for a feed manufacturing company. We have been ongoing sales masters program. We are on our 5th session in the past 2 or 3 months, and then we've continued with youth parang entrepreneurship program. We've done a keynote also for In Life PH. Thank you In Life for that, for the mga MDRT aspirants at qualifiers. Ang gagaling, ito yung mga nasa industry na talagang top notch, parang ganyan. And then we continue with that with some other sessions within the weekend. Only yesterday, everyone, with Sun Life PH, na-launch na po yung aming session ni Enchong D. Yan, maraming salamat. Yesterday, it was 5 p.m. It was launched. So get into that YouTube channel of Sun Life. Ito ang araw mo activity. Maraming salamat, Sun Life, for the trust, di ba, of taking so many insight for your clients with your insurance, investment, and the like. So, tignan niyo po yan sa YouTube channel. You can learn a lot with Enchong D. Hindi ko nga lang alam kung bakit parang pwede na ba tayong mag-artista sa Enchong D? Sige, abangan niyo po yan at tignan niyo po sa YT Space. It's there with Enchong D, yours truly. And hopefully by Monday, we can also post that in our social media account. Abangan niyo po silang lahat. Before we proceed, everyone, can we do a TPT shouts para batiin na natin yung ating mga narito na at talaga namang sumusubaybay sa ating programa. I'm excited to hear all of you and just comment to the chat box para pumabati namin kayong lahat. We start with Bo Moldes. Hi from Baguio. Sir, maraming salamat from Baguio. Edgar Agustin. Nako, certified Paulo from Cavite. Maraming salamat, Sir Edgar. I think yung family mo is always watching also. From Sheila Peñafiel. Hola, from Silang, Cavite. Ana Marie, hello, watching from New York. Nako, maraming salamat. Alam mo kung mga regulars natin dito in other parts of the world, we are happy that you're joining us every Saturday. Kung anong oras man po sa inyo, Renz Duco, maraming salamat from Moncada. I guess this is in Tarlac. Cassandra de los Reyes from Florida. Hindi ko alam kung Florida Blanca to or Florida in USA. Maraming salamat wherever you are. Cassandra, maraming salamat for always watching. Jeneline Orozco from Davao del Norte. Maraming salamat. DJ Lorraine, ako, ito, the tatay. Maraming salamat, tatay, for showing us always all the way from Brazil. Yan, maraming salamat po. Joanna Sikat from Angeles. Maraming salamat, Joanna, for joining us. Edmar Cilantro watching from Rizal. Maraming salamat, Edmar, for joining. Angelica Erispe from Navotas City. Kumusta ba ang mga isda dyan? Maraming. Andana Porto Cruz, watching also from Angeles. Maraming salamat, Dana. Angie San, power whoosh to Joanna. Nako, ito yung ating mga talagang magpa-follow for Joanna ngayong gabi. Maraming salamat po, ma'am. Winchester Lim from Dasmariñas. Maraming salamat, Win. Win na win. Jerome San from Quezon City. Nako, hello. Hello, sir. Maraming salamat also po to Joanna tonight. Jeneline Orozco. Wow, Enchong D. Naku, ma'am, ayaw nyo pang maniwala na si Enchong D. Sige po, tignan nyo lang po, ha. And also from Bom Moldes. Hello, Miss Joanna Lazaro. Ayan, ha. Ayan, ang dami ng narito sa atin ngayon para bumate. Everyone, ha, kung may insight kayo, may questions kayo, something that you would like to share also for our viewers, just comment on the chat box. Definitely, we will read that all for sa ating lahat. Now, moving on with our brand hack segment, let me tell you about some for customized packages. If you wanted to get your message across to your customers using the target for most professionals that's watching the show, di ba, parang let us know. We can always collaborate with us, and we bespoke for your, whether into retail product services, let us know. We can always, di ba, we can always combine and join forces for that. That's our brand hack segment on the Paulo Tibig Show. Sige, so excited na ba kayo? Kung excited na kayo, mag-comment kayo. Talaga pong pinaghandaan natin gabi, yung gabi na to, para doon sa ating bisita na talaga namang I'm sure excited na rin. Parang hindi ko alam kung coming out party niya. Talaga ito, kasi sa backstage, ang ganda-ganda po, ni Joanna. Hey, everyone, but before that, just to provide you with us, setting the norm and setting the premise of our discussion for tonight. Personal development is a lifelong process of evaluating our goals, our ideals, as well as development of our talents, diba, and strength in order to achieve our full potential. It will help us grow in maturity, achievement, and happiness. And many individuals work to improve their professional growth skills throughout their life in order to change themselves and achieve, diba, our goals or your goals. They will do this through education, mentorship, guidance, self-help, reading, and more. But before that, everyone, let me show you our standout quote for tonight. Yan, ano bang standout quote for tonight natin? Develop your personality is the key that unlocks every boundless opportunity. Ulitin ko lang po, developing your personality is the key that unlocks every boundless opportunity. What does it mean? Quickly, diba, as we continue to grow, as we continue, to develop yung personality natin inside and out, you can see na maraming opportunity along in our career, personal man yan, professional, in business, in all the things that we do. So, ano ibig sabihin? Does it follow that you have to see for yourself, or may mga kailangang tulong, etc.? By all means, do it. At the end of the day, what we want is parang unang-una sa sarili natin, yung self-assessment and self-check if yung personality that supports our plans, our goals, our purpose in life will be met by this. So, nakakatulong po yun. Minsan, yung aura lamang, di ba? Ang laking bagay na mapakita mo yung positivity with you, not with COVID there. You resonate to each and every one in your community, in your sphere, in your network. So kung excited na po kayo, ilagay nyo lang po. Ipapakilala ko na ngayon yung ating bisita for this episode. Okay, let me read this, everyone. Joanna Marie Lazaro is the CEO and co-owner of Loros Enterprises, company that organizes internationally recognized events that is related to personal development, professional growth. It's also the same company that have brought, diba, world-renowned, imagine natin ito po ito, speakers and trainers like Gary Bernachuk, Matthew Hasi. Hindi ko lang kung tama tong mga apelido. Hasi or Huzi, Mary Buffet, Chris Gardner, and Robert Kiyosaki. She is also the Chief Managing Director of Empower Magazine by Loros Enterprises, magazine collection of insights, advice, and tips on self-immense on tips on self-growth from real people who are fueled by an immense yearning to make themselves and their country better every day. Prior to venturing into her own business, she worked for a government-controlled corporation where her communications and organization skills were developed. Yan, di ba? Talagang, minsan, yun po yung nakikita natin, no, kung saan talaga tayo magpo-prosper talaga. She later went on into distribution business where her leadership, sales, and marketing skills were honed. A licensed secondary teacher by profession. Di ko alam, Joanna, na ikaw pala isang... and she is bursting with energy, and her enthusiasm for life is highly contagious. She believes in taking chance, and she is determined in her mission to inspire, diba? And empower others to be a fantabulous version of themselves. And Joanna is recognized by her passion to build lifelong relationship with speakers, clients, and colleagues, creating positive impact to the people she meets online or in person. Everyone, can we show our appreciation for our guests for tonight? Diba? Clap, clap, clap. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Joanna Marie Lazaro. Ayan. Naku, Diyos ko, Lord, para na tayong nito, Joanna. Feeling ko para tayong nasa Miss Universe. Hindi mananalo si Arriba Rabia. Kaya malamang ngayong gabi, para tayong lahat nananalo sa Miss Universe. Maraming salamat, Joanna, for joining us. And welcome to the Paulo Tibig Show. Pati mo muna yung ating mga viewers all over.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm sending you all my love, my positivity, my compassion, my inner peace, and I hope that you are going to receive everything with open heart, and that this weekend you are really going to have a very fantabulous night until tomorrow, right? Because we all deserve that this weekend, Paolo. And of course, Paolo, maraming salamat for having me in your show. Grabe, nangangatog ako, promise.
Nako, okay lang yan. Sabi ko nga, di ba, sa intro, narinig mo naman siguro. I'm sure, gusto ko nga habaan pa para medyo relax ka. Pero the way we see, napakaganda po ni Joanna ngayon. It's a weekend. I think, Joanna, talagang align lamang. Dapat yung every weekend natin, di ba, coming off from the week of our daily grind, kailangan it's a beautiful weekend that we will be having tonight and even till tomorrow, sabi mo nga. And it follows, everyone, di ba, yung positivity na yon as we go on with until Sunday, na pagka maganda yung ating aura, di ba? At lalo na pabalik na naman ng Lunes, kailangan natin yung weekend natin masaya. At sabi mo, very positive yung outlook. And it resonates and it shows to us. Kung mapapansin niyo po si Joanna, di ba, parang pulang-pula. Hindi po ang damit, but pulang-pula. Ganda-ganda ng hikaw niya. Ang lips niya. Well, siguro, Joanna, ako, excited ako to hear about you. And so, itong ating mga bisita rin dito ngayon, yung viewers natin as you've seen. Mamaya, iimbitahan kitang bubatiin din naman sila para, I'm sure, di ba, they're all rooting also for you and also interested to know more about you. Siguro, just to start off with our discussion before you proceed with the main topic for tonight, palagay ko, kailangan naming malaman muna, sino nga pa si Joanna, di ba? Give me hope. Joanna Hope. Ano masasabi natin? Everyone, mag-comment kayo kay Joanna. We wanted to hear her, yung kanyang story. I think napakaganda po ito, interesting and inspiring. Joanna?
Yes. Thank you so much once again, Paolo. Before anything else, please accept my full gratitude to you for giving me this opportunity. When you messaged me, in all honesty, the question that I have in mind was, why me? Because when I watch your past episodes, it seems that you have invited several speakers and trainers who are really, in the industry, in the speaking industry or training industry for quite some time. Although I have been doing several lives also here in Loros Enterprises, but I'm not yet, okay? Take note of the word yet.
Mm.
I'm not yet a speaker, although it is in my pipeline. Kumbaga parang nasa long-term goal ko siya, Paolo. So, thank you so much. I think, as I mentioned to you earlier when we were calling each other, is that I think the universe is really, listening to me. Sabi niya, okay, you want to be a speaker, sige, let's start it now. So here I am. I'm honestly nervous, and yet so excited. And I really hope that I'll be able to provide value to all your viewers, because I believe you really have a huge fan base, this show of yours. And allow me also, Paolo, to greet everybody. Maraming salamat po for being with us tonight. Most importantly, to my Lorus family. I've seen all of them, as and kanina pa sila nakaabang. My husband Paulo, nag-power wash na siya sa akin. Also, some of my bestest friends, they're here in the comment section. So, sabi ko nga, wala kayong takas, guys, kasi nababasa ko yung mga comments ninyo. So, alam ko kung nanonood kayo. But just kidding.
May ano ba? May ano tawag dito? May attendance ba? Hindi. I think, Joanna, ang ano doon, di ba? Kahit na sandali lamang marinig ka nila, I think baka ngayon iba alam na nila. But other than that, maybe they can get a lot of things also coming from you, di ba? Parang the other side of Joanna, kung alam natin, kunyari bubbly, parang sanguine, baka you'll never know. There are stories behind and narrative behind Joanna na baka ngayon lang po niya i-review. Yan. And we have done that. Marami na nangyaring ganito dito, Joanna. So I hope na yung ating mga kaibigan, yung ating mga viewers, whether you are first-timer, di ba? Sabi nga natin, or you're parang sabihin na natin mga talagang regulars of the show, always, di ba, look forward to the learnings and the inspiration that our guests are, providing with this show. Kaya I'm sure, excited pa rin sila dyan, Joanna. Don't worry. Alam mo, ayaw nilang pakabahin ka. Okay. Ayan. Sige, some backstory, Joanna. How does it, di ba, parang, paano ba yung simula? Paano ka napunta rito? Can you tell us about you? Nakita ko secondary school teacher, di ba? Parang, that's a very good story. Parang, napakagandang narrative as you move on to your career right now and the likes.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Paolo. As you've mentioned, honestly, some of my friends or most of my friends would always tell me I have an MMK type of story. Sometimes you just have to be ready with a tissue or a hand.
Meron.
All right. So because of that, okay, I think we're ready to begin, Paolo. So yeah, my topic, I prepared something for all the viewers tonight in relation to the personal development topic. But before I do that, allow me muna, Paulo, to actually share to you a little backstory. Tama yung tanong mo, paano ba ako napunta dito in the very first place?
I'm sure excited. Everyone, Joanna, ko lang. Everyone, if you're excited, what do you need to do? Share now on your social media the story ng MMK only by Joanna. Baka susunod ito na ang lumalabas sa kapamilya. Parang, anong gagawin natin, Joanna, di ba? I-share nyo na para mas maraming makapanood at mas maraming umiyak, tumawa, ma-inspire, ma-motivate at matuto sa ating show na gagawin ngayong gabi. Lalo na ibibigay natin, di ba, ang time for Joanna to tell her narrative and story. Sige.
Yes.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Yes, thank you so much. So for everybody and also for you, Paula, I believe this would be the first time that you're going to hear this. Whatever that you see right now is actually a product really of my investment to personal development. We just have to go back a little, when I was still younger, because I grew up in the slums, Paulo, squatters area, and money really was often scarce, meaning there's none. Okay. And when I was attending college in DLSU in Cavite, there were many instances that I'll be in school without anything to eat because the money that I have would be enough to pay for my jeepney fare. I believe that the jeepney would cost me around 8 pesos yata. So balikan, that would be 16 to 18 pesos. I only have 20 pesos in me. But and then my class would be from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday because full student ako at that time eh. But it was okay with me. And many instances then, Paula, that I had to take a special exam because my parents weren't able to pay for my tuition fee. So, ang daming ganong mga ang daming ganong mga instances in my life when I was growing up. Also, I'm actually a palengke girl. Okay, hindi palengkera. Palengke girl meaning
Iba yung everyone ha. Iba yung, kaya I think meron ka agad disclaimer si Joanna doon. Iba yung palengkera sa palengke girl.
palengke girl. Yes, because when we were here, actually until now yung bahay ng parents ko, malapit pa rin kami sa palengke. And then when we moved to Cavite when I was around 16 years old, right after graduation in high school, nagtitinda po kami sa palengke. So we were selling fish, sometimes chicken, and nagbenta rin ako, Paolo, before ng sa malamig. Are you familiar with that? Yung palamig na maraming gatas.
Ano ka ba, Joanna? Prom di rin to. From the province din. At lahat alam natin yan. Naisip ko na nga, ang dami nating pagkakapareho eh. Yung nabanggit mong MMK, nako, kung susunod na lang yung magkwentuhan tayo ulit na mahaba-haba. Sige, ikukwento ko rin sa iyo yung buhay ko na baka magkaluhaan na tayo. Alam natin, I'm sure yung ating mga, everyone kung kayo ay nakaka-relate sa kwento po ni Joanna ngayon, mag-comment nga kayo ng mga yung mga stories ninyo, quickly lamang sa comment box natin, yung mga naalala nyo, lalo kung kayo mga taga-probinsya, typical katulad ni Joanna, katulad ni Paulo, na from the province, na talaga naman pong maraming magandang maraming magandang storya. I'm sure yung mga lumaki din naman ng mga taga Maynila, meron kanya-kanyang storya yan, di ba? O yan. Sige, Joanna. Joanna the Palengke girl. Yan.
Yes, not the palengkera. Okay, all right. So, also, Paolo, when I was already studying De La Salto, Paolo, pero we were living in a bodega in the middle of a palengke of the market. At that time, kasi sobrang talaga kami, lugmok, alam mo yun, that term. Yeah. And so luckily for us, yung cousin ng tatay ko, meron silang bodega sa palengke. So what we did is that we cleaned it up and it actually became our home. So I would often help my parents, my nanay and tatay to sell anything. So ang nangyari sa akin, because ang lakas ng palamig before, so I would every afternoon and every weekend when I don't have classes, I would be selling sa malamig. Kaya lang kasi ang dami kong sugat ng Paulo kasi yung bibig nung lagyanan, matalim yun eh.
Matalim, correct. Tapos sasandukin mo. Sasandukin.
Yes. You have to serve a lot of people ng mabilisan. So, hindi mo na talaga napapansin. So, pagdating ng gabi, sobrang hapdi talaga ng kamay ko. And I would put mertiolet on it just to ensure na it won't get infected.
Joanna, wait lang. Ipaliwanag mo yung mertiolet. Baka di nila Indelible ink ba yun? Kumbaga sa Comelec pag eleksyon? Yan
Parang ganun.
Alam niyo yung mga wording, Joanna, yung mga words na ginagamit mo alam talaga na taga-palengke ka. Ang tanong nga doon, ano bang mga flavor ang mga ginagawa niyo doon sa malamig?
One flavor lang, Paulo, kasi yun yung pinakamabenta talaga. So there will be lots of milk, gulaman, and sago in it. So when you order it, it's actually what you are ordering are the yung gulaman and sago. Alright. So konti lang halos yung sabaw niya. Parang it's like a salad in a way. Ganun yung nangyayari. So that was my life.
Tapos dinadagdagan lagi ng yelo, di ba? Laging dagdag ng yelo at saka asukal.
Alam mo yun, to ensure yung consistency ng lasa. And because I was really good sa pagtitimpla nun, ang dami kong naging suki. So imagine me, Paolo, I was living in a bodega in the middle of the market, and yet I was studying in LaSalle at that time. So there will be many times that I would see my classmates na nakikita nila ako doing that. So at the time I was 17, 18 years old. So malakas na yung Paolo yung embarrassment on me na sobrang nahihiya
Minsan
ako.
nahihiya, di ba? Parang nahihiya tayo. Parang ganyan, di ba? Remember,
Yes.
Joanna, kung minsan, di ba? Yung mga classmate mo, barkada mo, alam mo yung gumagala, tapos ikaw nagtatrabaho, tumutulong sa magulang. Tama ba, Joanna?
Correct.
Oo, di
Yes.
ba? Oo.
Sometimes the embarrassment would kick in, but Paolo, because I have a bigger goal, I really wanted to finish school at that time. So regardless, it was okay. Everything was okay with me. I was able to set aside my ego. So I don't care if my classmates or my schoolmates would see me in the market doing that. So it was really okay. At 18
Galing.
years old, that was
Galing. Nako, ayoko magkwento, Joanna, parehong-pareho. Ang dami, even itong mga comment natin sa chat box, ha, they can all relate to your story, our story. Mukhang dapat ang isang gawin nating event, ano, yung parang backtracking of the old times. Kung ikaw may mga ganyang event, ako naman may mga dabar na ayaw kong dumaan sa tindahan ng langis ng tatay ko noon kasi papupunta niya ako para magtinda rin ng langis sa mga sasakyan. Mga ganyang storya. And these are, backstory of inspiration. Sige, continue natin, Joanna. Parang napakasarap pakinggan. Yun nga yung mga nakalagay. Tingnan mo ngayon, mamaya babasahin natin yung mga comment ng mga ano natin. Now, ngayon lang daw nila naririnig yung ganitong mga storya mo. Go ahead, Joanna. Go ahead.
Yes. So it went on for quite some time, Paolo, and the turning point happened. Some of the friends that I have already know this story because I often told them about this. My turning point happened when I was 18 years old. Paolo, we really have nothing much at the time, and we have nothing to eat. So my mother at the time, what she did is that niluto niya, hinugasan niya, and nirecook yung panis na kanin, Paolo. Can you imagine that? Kasi there's this spoiled rice sa loob nung lutuan, and we have nothing really to eat. And we're both so hungry na kasi whole day na kaming hindi kumakain eh. And ako nga, pumapasok ako sa school na wala rin akong kinakain. So, alam mo, nag-accumulate yung gutom. Totoo yun eh. Darating talaga yung time na hindi mo na siya kayang hindi pansinin yung gutom. So, what my mother did, being the resourceful person that she was, she washed and recooked the spoiled rice so that we have something to get us by that day. I remember it very vividly, Paolo, because that was so painful for me, seeing my mother na doing that just to make sure na yung anak niya makakasurvive. And I'm not yet a mother, but I honestly believe, I have this very strong maternal instinct in me because when my mother passed away 6 years ago, and when I decided to become a working student, Paolo, I already took over the responsibility in our family. So very strong yung maternal instinct in me. So that time, I saw my mom and she was really holding back from crying. But I could feel that she was. So ako rin, tinatago ko yung iyak ko. So both of us, sub kami ng time na yon sa plato namin. We weren't looking at each other, but we're just looking at our plates. And at that time, sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, this would be the last time that I am going to eat spoiled rice. And this would be the last time that my mother or even my family would experience such. So I made a decision that I am going to take control of my life, Paulo. I don't want to be a victim of my circumstances anymore. So, tinapos ko lang yung semester that time. My father wanted me to continue my schooling. But then I told him na magtatrabaho po ako. Because I know, Paulo, if I accepted the money back then, that would, inutang lang yun eh. And mahihirapan yung family ko to pay for it. And it would be the last money na naman, the last money that we have. So, babalik na naman kami doon na super rat race talaga. So, I decided to stop schooling and then I went to Manila And luckily for me, my aunt Emmy and Uncle June, they own a karaoke restaurant that time, and also a hardware store. So they accepted me. I went there to work for them, to help them build the business or manage the whole business. And through that businesses also of my aunt and uncle, I'd met several friends from PUP. So, and they helped me get accepted to the university. That is the reason I became a secondary licensed teacher, Paulo, because at that time,
Yun.
it was already 2 years ng ongoing yung class, and no other ano ba yun, college would accept me except that college. So yeah, even though I really didn't plan to of becoming a secondary teacher, a teacher per se, that was the only option that I have, and I was okay with it, right? I meant, saan ka makakakita ng isang opportunity that your friends are really so determined that I get accepted to PUP. So what happened is that, so while working, I was also studying, and it wasn't really easy, Paolo, because I usually would have 3 to 4 hours of sleeps, 3 to 4 hours of sleep every day. But I was able to provide for myself and for my family, and that is more than enough for me. I am so grateful already, even though I am sacrificing my health and my youth, because I was just 18 years old at the time, Paolo. But it was okay. Unfortunately, the Asian financial crisis happened, and the businesses of my relatives, they got hit. So what I did then, I stopped schooling once again, and I took odd jobs just to get by, because I still need to provide food. Still need to bring food to the table and pay for utilities, right? So I had zero confidence in my abilities, Paulo, at that time. And I was really doubtful if I have what it takes. So I went into several ad jobs, and that one of that job is, Raid, yung sa kalaban ng Baygon. Sorry kung
Oo.
nag-name ng
Yes,
brand.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oo.
So parang I became a sales lady nila, and my uniform back then, it has a very big earpiece at the
Hmm.
back, as in giant. Para kang
Oo.
nanood ng isang pelikula na ang
Parang ano
bida.
'to, para kang naging promo, nag-promo ka
Yes,
sa mga
promo
brand
girl.
activation. Oh, okay.
Yes, naging promo girl ako. And
Oo.
it was once again okay with me, Paolo, because my goal was really to put food in the table and pay for our utilities. That's the most important. I've always been driven by my goal, Paolo. No matter how disheartening or kahit gaano kahirap, or even if I have to sacrifice myself, my own health, I would always be okay with it, because at the end of the day, I have this goal of mine to provide for my family. So, through God's grace, I finished my degree at the age of 25. Kasi nga, nag-stop na naman ako ng schooling, Paolo, for the second time. And I became a licensed secondary teacher months after. So, I took the LET exam, licensure examination for teachers, while juggling 2 part-time jobs. So, pumapasok ako, Paolo, sa university. I was working in a call center back then, and I was also tutoring Koreans for English. Although, Paolo, at that time, sobrang hindi ako confident about my English. I really suck in English, Paolo. I really couldn't construct complete English, parang complete sentence in an English. But through God's grace, I was able to surpass everything, and I graduated school. It was priceless also for me, Paolo, because at that time, I actually made the silent vow to myself, for my parents, na no matter what happened, kahit tumanda na ako, Paolo, even if I'm 80, 90, or whatsoever, I am going to bring them my diploma. That was my gift to them. And it happened. So,
Galing, galing, galing.
yeah, thank God talaga. It's all God's grace, Paolo, talaga. Then I got hired at a government-owned corporation after I graduated, and the job involves numbers. And I'm not a numbers person, Paolo. Also, as I mentioned, my English really that time was really, really, really bad. So what I did, I enrolled myself to various trainings without my boss even my boss didn't know about it. I paid for it myself, Paolo. And that was the start of my personal development journey, because I always believe that If I'm going to invest in myself, like if I'm going to learn how to speak English, how to write business writing, how to negotiate, how to face people, all these things, sa akin yan magbe-benefit. It's not the company alone. Later on, even if I leave the company, the skills that I am able to develop, I would always bring it with me anywhere. So I was okay investing in my own personal development, Paulo. And because of those, yun na nga, you've mentioned a while ago, na-develop sa akin yung communications and organizational skills ko, which comes very handy right now that I am part of Loros Enterprises. And then I got into a distribution business. That's where I met Jerome San, Angie, and Jev. And I was later on introduced to the Cash Flow 101 workshop where I became a regular moderator.
Right.
And those opportunities, Paulo, those are my opportunities naman to hone my leadership, my marketing, and my sales skills. So, fast forward in 2015, I was offered to be a co-owner of Loris Enterprises. And you all know that Loris Enterprises, we are into personal development. We provide seminars and trainings. Even before the pandemic hit, everything is live, right? So, and when the company expanded, I became the CEO. This was last December lang, Paolo, December 2020. Before that, I'm just grateful for my team, for my Loris family, especially Jerome, Angie, and Jev, and even to our rich dad mentor, Bellum Tan, because of their gigantic trust in my leadership. Yun. So that's the quickest or the parang
Oo
shortest
nga eh.
way of telling
Alam mo,
my
excited
story.
kami parang kumbaga parang sa sequel. Parang iyan pa lang po yung first sequence ng ating gagawing pelikula. Pero alam mo, tama ka eh. I think, Joanna, yung pinag-uusapan pa lang natin. The narrative and the story that you have right now is a way already for you to set the stage of the plan. Believe me on that. Believe me. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan, alam mo yan. And I
Yeah.
think you're getting on the right footing with this. Yeah, everyone, kasi as we see right now, with all the story na, sabi mo, quickest way of the backstory, marami pa yan. I'm sure marami pa yan. But the snippet of things pa lamang na narinig namin, even for a few minutes, parang di ba, parang tama ka eh. MMK, inspiring at the end of the day, ubos na pati sipon natin tumulong sa tuwa at sa kagalakan, di ba? At the end of the story.
Alright.
Okay.
Oo.
Now, just to give you an idea, right now at this point, while you're parang you're telling the story, Joanna, our shares right now is about 88. Everyone, maraming salamat. 88 shares. Nito, we wanted you to continue sharing with your network. Di ba? Anong gagawin nyo lang, everyone? Pindutin nyo na po, i-share nyo na kasi nga, di ba, these stories are seldom that you will hear, and the show is a platform and the bridge for you to listen and begin also and try to reminisce, di ba, ma-relate natin yung mga ganitong pagkakataon. So i-share nyo na po continuously yung ating ginagawa, and with the reach right now is close to 900 doon sa iba't ibang platform. Ako, by the way, Joanna, hindi ko na pasalamatan yung ating mga partners dito. Naku, magagalit sa akin mga partners natin. Bounce Back Community, maraming salamat, Jason De La Rosa, and also Global Pinas TV, who's simultaneously, naka-live stream din po sa kanilang mga platform. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat for joining us. At kaya, kung meron pa kayong mga kilala na platform or show, let us know. They can collaborate with us so we can share all this, sharing na ginagawa po ng ating mga bisita gabi tuwing Sabado. Okay, so Joanna, siguro, sabi mo nga, you're now getting into it. Tandaan mo yung sinabi ko earlier, yun na sabi ko, ito na yung narrative mo. This is a very good story already. Now, siguro, related to that, sabi mo nga, talagang napakalapit ng puso mo pagdating sa personal development. Malamang at ngayon, hinihintay ng bawat isa, ano naman yung i-share mo sa aming lahat para na sa ganun, mas ma-reinforce yung pagde-develop ng ating mga sarili. Go ahead, Jo.
Yes, thank you so much, Paolo. So you see, it's a very long story, a very long journey, so many detours, Paolo. But it was personal development that made me who I am today and brought me to where I am right now. So let's get it on. Welcome to Let's Get Personal, a self growth talk. For everybody's benefit, I will be sharing to you the essence of personal development. So probably you're asking right now, personal development pero broken chain, what's the connection? Can you ask me what, Paolo?
Mute ako, what? Yan.
Yun.
What? Oh, marami kami, what? Comment nyo po, everyone. What? Di ba, mag-comment po tayo sa chat box. Everyone, go ahead, Joanna.
All right. Thank you, Paula. So, yes, I used the broken chain in my presentation to depict self growth or personal development because for me, investing in your personal development is the only thing that can set you free. Free from what? Free from your limiting beliefs, free from your scarcity mindset, and free from any damaging relationships. So as we move along, you will understand more what I meant by this. Okay. So let's start with this quote from Ellie Cohen, which I truly, truly love. Without continuous personal development, you are now all that you will ever become. What how do I how would I transcribe that? Or what would be my personal take on that? Well, starting your journey to personal development is never easy. We all know that. It will take a lot of our time, effort, and sometimes financial resources. But if you refuse to continually grow yourself, you can never really achieve your full potential. Or worse, you will be stuck at wherever you are. I have my own personal development definitions, Paulo. This is based on my journey, my experiences, and everything that parang from all the people also that I met through Loros Enterprises and through everything that I've done so far. So the first definition that I have with regards to personal development is this. Yan. Medyo maliit lang, sorry. Okay, personal development is anything that you do to help you achieve the truest, that's a very important term for that, and most fantabulous version of yourself. So probably our viewers tonight are wondering, she kept on saying fantabulous. What does fantabulous means? It's actually a combination of fantastic and fabulous. And the first time I heard it, Paolo, I was around 27 years old. I'm 42 right now, by the way, Paolo. So that's why yung mga term ko martayolet. So mga titas.
Joanna, yung mga batang 90s dyan, everyone, kaway-kaway lang po at nalalaman nyo na kung bakit mertayolet at ang susunod dyan, mga hair gel na yan. At ang susunod pong sasabihin ni Joanna, anong tawag dito, yung mga bangs o yung mga hairnet at spray gel. Yan na po, alam niyo na ang mga batang 90s. Kaway-kaway po tayo lahat.
So, my second definition of personal development, Paolo, is that it means being conscious of your own growth by constantly checking how you are improving your skills, attitudes, and art attributes. My third definition of personal development is, right, it is a lifelong process. It's actually a never-ending process, Paulo. If you really want to grow to your fullest potential, it has to continuously, it's a continuous effort. You cannot just say na I'm done, I'm okay with what I have right now, I'm okay with who I am right now, okay? So it's a lifelong process of self-improvement where you set your goals and list down all your action plans to make those goals achievable based on your desired timeline. So it's actually very important that when you embark on your journey to personal development, you should have a goal, you should have an action plan, and you should have a timeline. It's similar to SMART. Diba? You set a goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound. So, um, according nga kay I'm sure you're familiar with this, Paulo. Heraclitus once said, the only constant in life is change. And I believe that we can all agree to that. As we move on with our life, we are faced with variety of circumstances that forces us to adapt to them. Just like this pandemic, Paulo. And if we are committed to growing ourselves, we can handle the changes and challenges that come our way, no matter how big they are. Personal development, it enables us to survive and thrive in any areas of our lives. Okay. So why is personal development very important? We can refer back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You're familiar with this, guys? To all our viewers,
Yan.
I'm sure you are, right? Because this is
Sagot po
something that
kayo, ha? Sagot po kayo. Just comment on the chat box. Ang daming learnings na na-share sa atin ngayon ni Palengke Girl na MMK Girl at Batang 90s. Alright,
Correct.
go ahead, Jo.
So, I'm sure you guys remember Maslow's hierarchy of need because this is something that has been taught to us when we were in school. I believe high school pa lang yata, Paolo, or even elementary, Maslow's hierarchy of needs were already shared to us. Part na siya ng curriculum, right? So, if you do a cursory check on the importance of personal development in our lives, you would find that Maslow's hierarchy of needs is usually mentioned. Okay, each of us is motivated by needs, and we move through the stages only when one level of need is satisfied. So we all start with our physiological needs, and then we move on to the safety needs, right? And then once you have your job, parang secured ka na sa trabaho mo, you now you'll now look for love and belongingness. This is the part in your life wherein you look for somebody who's going to tie the knot with you or to be with you, right? Through thick and thin. And then the next step would be esteem, okay? And then the highest need that all of us would want to pursue later on in our lives is the self actualization. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it is suggested that all of us have innate need for personal development that occurs through a process called self actualization, which is the highest level. Maslow himself described this level as the desire to accomplish everything that one can to become the most that one can be. So, what does this mean to me? This means that on a personal level, this is the part where we intentionally seek Paulo to become our most fantabulous version of ourselves, where we accept ourselves and others just as the way they are, and you are driven by the desire to create a positive impact to everyone around you. So, this is also yung part, Paulo, wherein you're going to talk to somebody na parang you're already thinking of, how can I give back? How can I be of service to somebody? How can I create this positive impact to the people around me, not only to my families, not only to my husband or wife, or to my kids, but generally everyone, whether I know them or not. Okay, so we will all, I believe honestly, Paolo, that each one of us, we would actually go through that process that you are going to question yourself na, ano ba talaga yung calling ko? Ano ba talaga yung purpose ko? Right? And it's all because of Maslow's hierarchy of needs in relation to self-actualization. On a professional level, this means to me, Paolo, that it is maximizing our potential at work, or, climbing the corporate ladder for some, right? You don't get excited anymore just being a general manager. You probably want to become a VP, or later on a chief officer of your company, right? Or if you are an
Actually,
entrepreneur.
Joanna, dyan sa meron kasi akong programa, no, and this is yung culture building. It's a very good way to develop yung building winning culture within the organization. And I have a take on, I derive a take based on Maslow hierarchy. We're into
Mm,
sa self-actualization. For example, parang ang dating dito, how do you, parang gaano mo kamahal ang ginagawa mo within the organization? Parang
yes.
nasa hierarchy din siya. Until such time you are, pag nandun na sa self-accusation, yung bang namimit mo na yung commit, yung you are well committed, you have to have that buy-in within, kumbaga bentang-benta na sa yung organization mo, yung product o services ninyo, the process and system, that's where you see yung full parang embodiment at saka yung when you embed to yung kultura ng isang organization with their hearts and mind. Kasi honestly everyone, yung nababanggit po ni Joanna na framework, ito po can be adapted to all of our companies and organization. It's how you do things. Kaya for example, 'di ba in life, personal, professional, sabi ko nga sa inyo, I'm sharing it with you right now the snippet of things, no? With culture building, parang building each and every one to set a framework and foundation para sa ating mga employees, ito po
Mhm.
napakaraming pwedeng gawin. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, if you are listening or viewing right now, watching right now, you may come to think of this hierarchy of needs to your own, 'di ba, to your own self as being discussed by Joanna at this ngayong point na ito. Sige.
Right.
Galing, galing. Very good.
Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you for the additional input. Yeah. So you've already mentioned it in terms of the professional levels. All right. So ako personally, my take with that, with regards on the professional level, for example, yun nga, parang climbing up the corporate ladder. And if you are an entrepreneur, probably this is the part in your business wherein you want to take it to another level in terms of revenue, or probably this is the point in your business wherein you're already thinking of philanthropic activities so that you can give back to the community. So that would be that's how we can apply self-actualization in terms of personal and professional levels. So now that we know why is it important, there are several benefits of personal development. And for me, when you look at it, Paolo, I'm sure that you would find numerous benefits of personal development when you start Googling it. Alam mo naman si Google, walang hindi alam, right? It's the most reliable friend that we have. So once you start looking for it, you would find so many benefits of personal development. Why? Because what you focus on grows. Where attention grows, energy flows, right? That's how it works. So, similarly with personal development, once you start thinking about it, how can I develop myself? How can I grow myself? You would be amazed with what the universe are going to provide to you. Suddenly, pagtingin mo sa feed mo, sa Facebook, ang daming lumalabas, right? Because you started attracting it already. Okay. So I've listed some benefits that I personally experienced. Okay. Again, these benefits that I'm going to share to everyone tonight, these are my personal benefits. Okay. So for our audience, Paolo, and you as well, please feel free to add your own in the comment section because I really would want to know how personal development created a huge impact on your life. Okay, so let's start with the very first self discovery. And for this part, I want to share to you this quote from Destiny's Odyssey. Discovering who you are today is the first step to being who you will be tomorrow. We start understanding who we are, our abilities, our beliefs, our characteristics, values, and the purpose that we wish to fulfill. Self discovery basically is very vital to living an authentic life. A while ago, Paolo, when we were calling each other, you mentioned the three C's of presenting. And the third C is all about charisma, right? And I really want to share to you how do one become very charismatic to people? The answer is very simple. It's being authentic. When you discover yourself through the power of personal development, being authentic is not a question anymore because it's innate to you. Gradually, lalabas yan. Naturally, lalabas yan from you. So being true to who you want to be will give you inner peace, allowing you to enjoy the journey and not so anxious or not at all anxious about the destination. Okay? So kasi for some people, Paolo, I want to go from point A to point B. How do I get there? Sobrang nag-worry sila kung paano sila makakarating that they do not enjoy the journey anymore. But with personal development, you learn how to enjoy the journey. Okay? Because the journey is actually very important for you. This is where you meet a lot of people. This is where you are going to be introduced to so many ideals, so many principles that really can change how you act or how you basically how you treat other people, how you make connections to other people. Okay. The second benefit that I had with personal development is clarity. Yeah.
Clarity.
Yes. Hindi charity, clarity. By the way,
Clarity.
my
Alright.
friend
L
is
yun
here.
hindi H po yun. L.
Yes. So clarity. Everybody, okay, this is a quote from my favorite of all time, Oprah Winfrey. I love her so much, Paolo. I often listen to her on YouTube. So I'm really consuming a lot of Oprah videos, especially lately. So according to Oprah, everybody has a calling. And your real job in life is to figure out as soon as possible what that is, who you were meant to be, and to begin to honor that in the best way possible for yourself. So, this is a perfect quote to explain what clarity means to me. Clarity helps you find focus and direction once you start on your journey to personal development. Decision making becomes easier. It's easy for you to decide which of the tasks in front of you are essential to your success. Because, Paolo, there are many instances wherein you want to pursue a certain goal, and there are so many activities in front of you. Okay, like for example, you want to become a speaker. Okay, should I follow this person or should I follow that person? Should I read this book first or should I read that book first? Should I attend this seminar or that seminar? There are so many options for you. But once you have started investing in your personal development and you know you are self-aware, right? Katulad ng binanggit natin kanina, you discover what you really want to have in your life. It's so easy for you to decide which among these things in front of you would really move you from point A going to point B. With a clear mind, you feel more positive, you are productive, and also you are very confident. Okay. Another benefit that I have is all about grit. Okay. GRIT. Yan.
Great. Lately,
Grit.
alam mo, Joanna, ano yan, buzzword ngayon sa corporate world. Grit.
Similar with resilience,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Kasi nga, because of the pandemic, di ba? Kasi when you
yeah,
talk about resiliency, it's how you absorb or resist the disruption. Kaya nga
correct.
related to that, kumusta tayo? Kumbaga doon
Yeah,
mapapakita ngayon, ang sabi ko nga dito, everyone and Joanna, the true character of a person, mapapakita mo yan during challenging times. So parang ano yan parang hot tea. Alam niyo yung hot tea, everyone, kapag ka dinip mo yan sa hot water, doon mo palang makikita how strong it is.
mhm,
Similar when you translate that to people. And that's
yeah,
where grit comes in. That's where resiliency comes in. Yan.
yes. Thank you so much, Paolo. So for me, grit, I love this quote from T.S. Eliot. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. So grit for me is the person who endures no matter the odds or how uncomfortable the situation is, Paolo. It is the one who will surely win. Those who succeed are the ones who persist. Success does not come from giving up. It comes from believing in yourself, holding yourself accountable, and continuously working towards the realization of a worthy goal. Another benefit for me is having the courage. Okay? Um, Ayan. All right. Growth is only possible when you can move, Paulo, from your comfort zone to your courage zone. So according nga dito kay Bethany, all right, courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. And what is fear, Paulo? False evidence appearing real. It's actually an illusion. Why do I say that? What do you usually fear? And when you feel fear, is it in the present or in the future? Usually it's in the future, right? Something that might happen. You are fearful of something that might happen tomorrow. But tomorrow doesn't exist yet. That's why it is an illusion. Fear is an illusion. Okay? And always remember that courage is what you need to change something in your life. Courage to speak, courage to ask what you deserve, courage to love, courage to forgive, and courage to go after what you always wanted to have. Be it money, better relationships, or healthier body, mind, and spirit, Paolo. It's all about being courageous. Okay?
Alam mo, idugtong ko lang doon, Joanna, yung sabi mong fear earlier about being courageous, ano? Coming from the, di ba, yung the typical comfort zone, getting to the courage zone, parang may fear yan, no? O parang merong ano yan eh, parang pwede mong gawin as a process and parang as a sequence, getting out of that zone. Parang, ang ano ko nga dito, may predictability zone kasi yan. Now, with the fear in itself, eto nga yung sinasabi ko lagi, parang when people permit o kumbaga they let fear parang provide space in their heart and mind, then it will flourish. Ibig sabihin, ang gusto nating sabihin doon na Joanna, I'm sure we'll agree with this na parang never let fear permit space with us or in us. Yeah, parang
Yes.
ganyan.
Never let fear get in the way of you becoming.
Kasi
Diba?
pag binigyan mo silang espasyo, although, siyempre sa love ngayon, ang daming gustong space. Okay lang, bigyan natin ng mga spaces yan. Pero remember, everyone, pagdating sa fear, never let and provide them space into us. It will ruin a lot of things. In fact, we cannot move on from our, from our comfort zone towards our courage zone kung pag hindi, kumbaga kung talagang papayagpagin natin yung ating mga katakutan. Yan.
Yes.
Marami pa akong gusto sabihin sa, about takot. Pero syempre, this is your time, di ba? Para, ang dami. Kung natututo po kayo ngayon right now, comment on the chat box. I'm afraid dito, Joanna, hindi ko mababasa lahat ng mga comment natin. But I'm reading fantabulous comments inside with our guests, with our viewers for tonight. To further, Joanna, to further inspire you, we have about 97 shares now and more than 1,200 reached so far. Galing. Continue sharing. Continue para nang ganon. Again, may playback po ito sa YouTube channel and what we're getting right now, may bayad po ito pag totoong keynote na ha. Ayan, binibigay po natin libre only here in Paulo Tibig that you can get a lot of learnings free on air pa. Go ahead, Jo.
Thank you, Paolo. And yes, also we're trying, I'm trying to summarize everything quickly, Paolo, since we have a very limited time. Pero tama ka eh, there's so many to discuss. In this benefits alone, itong mga binabanggit ko, if we're going to really talk about it, it's going to take us whole day. Or baka kulang pa.
Joanna, ganito, kinukumit na kita, may susunod to. Wala ka nang kawala, o yan
Yes.
I'm sure yung mga viewers naman natin, di ba, they can always look forward also. Talaga naman pong, yun po isasabi natin, ito yung mga pagkakataon na wag nating sayangin kasi di ba, we're learning and we're inspired and yet, di ba, we're getting a lot of things going also for us with all these learnings. Di ba, Jo? O yun committed ka na, susunod ulit
Sabi ko nga, Paolo, kabado, pero let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
Yes. Oo. Kabado, pero let's go. Go.
Thank you so much, Paula. So moving on, the next benefit that I actually have when I invested in my personal development is that I learned new skills. And that is the beautiful thing about personal development, Paula. It is the opportunity to discover skills that you might not be aware of. Suddenly you realize you can dance, or you can carry a tune, or you can do public speaking pala. Just like me, Paolo, I never thought that I can do public speaking. I never thought that I can host live events, right? And it's all because of me focusing on my personal development. And you can see me now. I'm far from being the best speaker, probably, I'm sure, because there are a lot more people who have done better job than me. But what I can say is that I am a work in progress, and it's all because of my personal development. I wouldn't be able to face you, be in this show, if I didn't really invested on my own personal development, and if I didn't believe that I have it in me. Okay, so also with new skills, sabi nga ni Will Smith here, talent you have naturally. Skills is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. I forgot who the author of the book, Paulo, 10,000 hours?
Oo, yeah. I've read it.
Yes.
Nalimutan ko na. Kasi ang alam ko lang author, Paulo Tibig. Yeah, I know that. Yung
Hindi
10,000.
nun.
Oo, alam mo, may
Yes.
storya rin yan eh. Maraming story about the 10,000 step. For example, sa mga basketball player in NBA, ganyan sila. Parang di ba, they are very good in their craft, and yet parang all their life ginagawa nila yun. Alam mo, if I may share lang, Joanna, quickly with KD's story.
Go.
Kevin Durant, everyone, Kevin Durant. There was a time, laban yon ng Cavs and Golden State Warriors. It was a championship, if I'm not mistaken, Game 4 na yon, Game 4. Supposedly, panalo na yung Cavaliers, sila LeBron James. And yet, natalo pa in less than a minute by Golden State Warriors with KD Durant, and yan, 3-pointer. Now, after the game, nagkaroon ng press con. Tinanong si KD, sabi nung press, syempre Tagalog na lang po ha, mahirap na po pag English pa rin. Hindi po ako English na po kasi aking bisita ngayong gabi. Sabi ng press kay KD, parang bakit sobrang kumpiyansa ka when you took their shot? Alam mo, sabi lang ni KD, Joanna, and the rest, everyone, sabi niya, I've been doing this all my life.
Exactly.
So that's where the confidence and that's where the skill set coming in. And that's where the 10,000 steps provides us with that principle.
Correct.
Just an anecdote dun sa nababanggit po ni Joanna. Kasi it helps everyone, for us, parang ano to you practice, you hone your skills, diba? To ensure that you'll be good at it. Remember, Joanna, you're telling me earlier, and ngayon, naririnig niyo pong lahat, hindi po magiging malakas ang loob ni Joanna, o although kabado po siya, to talk about this particular topic if hindi niya po ito napagdadaanan at na-experience. That's what good about it, everyone. Galing na ha, everyone. I hope you're getting a lot of insight and learnings and continue to share. Naku, yun pa rin po. Bakit ba laging share na lang tayo dito? Kasi nga, sayang po yung mga ibang tao, kung mapapakinggan, mapapanood nila ito, I'm sure they will be getting a lot and they will benefit also.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes. Thank you, Paolo. And in fact, Paolo, under the new skills na benefit, just to be honest with everybody, this is my first time, Paolo, that I'm actually presenting something like this. Because I would usually go on show as the host. Or if not naman, we're going to talk about my personal journey, my own principles to success, whatever I've experienced. And this is the first time that I did a presentation like this.
Maraming sabi ni Joanna na yan. At sabi ko nga, if we can bridge yung opportunity to help her out, di ba? Ito po yung pagkakataon na maraming salamat, Joanna, also for the trust. At parang naging, imagine mo, naging tulay, di ba, yung show na to. At sabi ko nga sa'yo, we can do more and a lot more, Joanna. Maraming salamat for that. Kaya nakikita nyo po, ganun na lang po ka-excited si Joanna to tell you so many things. Wait lang, Joanna, I'll read some of this kasi ang dami na po talagang narito para lang po yung mga nababanggit niyo, sorry ako, ito po yung medyo bandang huli. Sabi ni Manuel Reblando, sabi, skills are developed by continuing and constant practice. Talents are both natural and inherent and acquired through studies and experience. But these talents should be used and honed in order to be developed into skills. Maraming salamat, Sir Manuel
Yeah.
Jan. From Lolik Chowa, 10,000 is essential in sculpting our ideal shape, whatever field you will be at. From Lalaine Fronda, yay to sharing, will share my musings and gleanings on Lycan. Nako, maraming salamat. Yung sa mga Lycans na nandyan, always follow. Yan, more and more learnings. Medyo yung maraming tayo nalagpasan dun sa mga comments sa chat box. But just to
Yes.
say everyone, nakikita po namin lahat yan. Kaya nga po, pasensya na ko, hindi namin mababasa lahat sa ngayon dahil sa dami na yan. But definitely, we are all reading into it. I'm sure all our viewers also are reading to your insightful comment on our chat box. Maraming salamat.
Alright. So moving forward, Paolo, to the next to the next benefit of personal development, more income.
Income.
And of course, our uncle Warren Buffett said it best. The more you learn, the more you earn. Okay. This is actually, Paulo, a given. Money will naturally gravitate towards you because you have developed your skill, say, in programming or podcasting or email marketing, or just like what you are doing right now, you're streaming this live, right? Now, people are seeing that, hey, he's doing it. He's so good in it. And they would want to get your services. So right now, you have the opportunity to earn additional income, all because you started investing in your own personal growth. Kasi when we say personal growth, Paolo, it entails a lot eh. When you enroll to marketing, to sales, to leadership, so many. Covered lahat yan ng personal development because these are the things that becomes part of you that nobody can take away. All right. So, because of personal development, lucrative opportunities would definitely come your way. And you can get rich doing what you love. So, if, for example, you just want to become an author, you want to be behind the scene, you don't want to be seen. So, you're going to write a book, and that book becomes a bestseller or naging movie pa. You did something that you love. You first invested in your personal development. You become a really good author. You really honed your skills and talents around writing. And now your book became a bestseller, right? Para kang Harry Potter. Ganyan. All right. So, Paulo, yung next na i-share ko sa'yo and to everyone else are my treasured gains.
Yan
Okay?
sabi nila everyone iko-quickly basahin ko lang to, Joanna, from Lolik Chowa, more, learning a lot. Palagay ko half day po tayo dito. Wala akong problema sa amin, Joanna. Edward Perez, magandang gabi. Yoli Ayuso de Jesus, share lang ng share. Share, thanks Paolo. Sheila Peñapiel, get rich by doing what you love. Sabi nga, di ba, parang you yearn to earn. First, di ba, parang you yearn to learn to earn. Yan, ganyan po isasabi natin. Ayan, ito na. Treasured gains. Kanina, benefits. Yan naman. Take note, everyone, and just share lamang, comment on the chat box.
Yes. So, on top of the 6 benefits that I've shared a while ago, Paulo, the following are my treasured gains, or the ones that I'm really grateful for, all because of personal development. The picture that you are going to see, the man on the left, yan, is my husband, and on the right side is my Lorus family, namely Jerome, Angie, and Jev. One of the things that I really picked up because of personal development, Paulo, is the concept of self-love. Self-love is a product of my continuous effort to grow. And because I have a better understanding of myself and I have now the ability to create, grow, and maintain true and deeper relationships was improved. In the absence of self-love, Paulo, I could be in unhealthy relationships or friendships that can actually bring me down. I also learned to be vulnerable around the people I care for, all because of personal development. Because with them, with my husband, with my Laura's family, there is no need for me to pretend that I am okay, even though I am not. I can be real around them and still have their respect. I learned how to communicate my emotions to them in a most passionate, powerful way, Paolo, that at the end of every conversation, both parties are empowered, both parties are inspired, and we just want to continue growing together. Yeah. These people in my life, Paolo, all because of self-love, all because of personal development, they can share to me their true selves, and I am accepting them for who and what they are. And also, my husband and my Laura's family, Paolo, they became my seminar buddies too. Sabi nga nila, there's a negative connotation around the world, the word seminarista. But
Yeah.
I've been attending, yeah, I've been attending a lot of seminars here and abroad together with my Laura's family because we're growing together. And my husband and I, we are actually enrolling to so many programs, Paolo. Nagka-couple bootcamp kami. The last event that we did, nag-unleash the power within kami ni Tony Robbins in Singapore. Nag-enroll kami kay Coach Ras. Coach Ras is our coach. Even Coach Jay Ugawin, we enrolled to Harness Your Strength. So, all because of personal development that we are all growing together. Okay? Sabi nga nila, Paulo, at the end of the day, who you surround yourself with is who you become.
Yep.
So be very careful
Be
of
surrounded with positive people, not with COVID. Away from megastars and megatrons. Yan ang gusto natin. Be with Optimus Prime. Yan.
yes,
Yan ang gusto natin.
correct. Yes. Another treasured gain that I have, Paulo, because of personal development, as I prioritize it, I aim to become everything we're capable of becoming. So, if you could see on your screen, these are some of the big names in the seminar and training industry. And who would have thought, Paulo, that I'm going to meet all of them? And not just meet na nagpa-autograph ako, Paulo. Most of them became friends. And I am interacting with them even when our events featuring them are already over. So these are some of the people that I've met and I became friends with. And it's all because of me taking a leap of faith. If I didn't, none of this would ever happen. I wouldn't be part of Loris Enterprises. I wouldn't meet all these amazing people, including you, right? Okay. Another thing that I've treasured uh, really in relation to my personal development is that it gave me the opportunity, Paolo, to build meaningful connections with you and many others. So what I love the most in this picture, in the next picture that I'm going to share to you, is that I get to be part of somebody else's journey to success, all because of Loris Enterprises, because of the trainings and the seminars that we are doing pre-pandemic, and even right now that we are in this pandemic. We do live events before. Right now, everything is online. And I continue to meet amazing individuals, and I continue to be part of somebody else's journey. So that for me, Paolo, is huge. Definitely priceless for me. Yes, right. So now, some of you, Paulo, some of our viewers probably is thinking to themselves, okay, well, Joanna, I'm not really sure if I need to prioritize personal development in my life. I think I'm good already with what I have. I'm actually so busy or I have better things to invest my money on. Okay. So the truth is, Paulo, the idea of investing in our personal development is not something that would normally come up in everyday conversations. Hindi naman yung magme-message ka sa isang kaibigan mo o sa isang relative mo, yung sasabihin mo sa kanya, para pag-usapan nga natin yung personal development natin. Okay?
Parang,
Diba?
parang baduy yan.
Natin. But It's something that you would that a person would consider when things are not going as expected or as planned. That's when people often focus on their personal development. So allow me to share to you and to our viewers some of the signs. Okay. Ba't ba ako nabubulol kanina pa? Some of the signs that will tell you, hey, it's time for you to prioritize your personal growth. Would you like to know them, Paula?
Go! I'm
All
sure yung
right.
viewers natin also gusto nilang marinig yan.
Yes. And let me tell you, Paula, and to all our viewers, please take note that all these signs I am going to share to you are, again, based on my personal experience. Okay? It would really take a lot of courage and honesty to confront ourselves. Not easy when I was confronting myself back then, Paolo, but it's worthy. With everything that I've gone through, everything that I have experienced, everything is worthy. So this is the first sign that you need to prioritize personal growth in your life. The first is when you're dragging yourself out of bed every morning. If dumating ka sa point in life that you don't want to even get up, or sometimes you feel like you just want to sleep the whole day, you don't have the motivation anymore, that could be a sign that something is lacking or something is missing. Okay. Another sign, Paulo, is when going to work or to your business feels like you're going to war. I've experienced this personally when I was in the corporate, na parang papasok ako, ang bigat ng pakiramdam ko because it feels like all the people that I'm going to meet there, kaaway ko sila. If not, kung hindi ko sila kakampi, kaaway ko sila. Parang ganun yung pakiramdam talaga, and it's not good. And so I made a decision back then that, hey, this is not healthy for me. So I made a decision already. Okay? Next sign is when you are drifting through life and you're just going through the motions. Alam mo yun yung Paulo na parang you know what you're supposed to do. Okay? Everything is laid out in front of you, but for some reason you're just drifting. You're just going through the motions. Parang sinabi lang sa'yo na bumili ka nga ng suka. So, nagsuot ka ng t-shirt, you went out to the store, buy the vinegar, and then went back and gave it to your mom. And then, nothing else. It's as simple as that. You're just drifting through life. You're distracted and you're not fully engaged in what you are doing, especially if you are part of a team. Yung wala sa iyo yung listening skills mo, you're physically present, but you're mentally absent. Your mind is wandering somewhere else. You're thinking of Boracay, of Palawan. You're dreaming of something else. You're not fully engaged in the present moment. That would be a sign for you. You can figure out what you really want to do in life. You know what you want, but for some reason, you cannot really comprehend how you are going to start. You really can figure out, ano ba talaga yung gusto ko? Do I want to become a singer or do I want to become a dancer? Do I want to become a mother or I just want to work? Okay? Do I even want to get married or just be single forever? Okay? Do I want to work or pursue business? You're always torn in between. Parang when you feel like you're ready to step in, suddenly you hold back, you move back. Parang you're taking 2 steps forward, 5 steps backward every time. Yeah. Okay? And lastly, you easily get, ito, sakit sa puso to, Paulo. You easily get irritated with things or people even when they used to be your source of joy. Meaning your spouse, your pet, your kids, your job, your business, or anything. They used to be your source of joy when at the start. You can't wait to see them. You can't wait to talk to them. But then suddenly, you just feel so irritated. Nilalapitan ka pa lang ng dog mo or ng cat mo. Gusto mo na siyang ibalibag.
Asar ka na, parang ganyan, di ba? Gusto mo sipain mo na.
Na kumain ka na ba? Paangil ka na kaagad. Right? So, these are some of the signs, Paulo. that I personally experienced that made me really decide na, hey, it's time to wake up. I need to do something. I have to take control of my life. I cannot be like this forever. So these are the signs that I have. And if you guys, our viewers, you have experienced all of this or one of this, then maybe it's time for you to venture, start focusing on your personal development. All right.
Okay.
So
Joanna,
bottom
wait
line,
lang. Wait lang. Next topic ka na ba? Kasi para yung ibang
yes.
natatabunan natin or itong may about the science pa rin, para lang maisingit natin yung mga ibang,
Sure, sure.
okay lang ba? Before you move
Oh,
on to the next topic, I think this will be yung last mo naman for this science, no, that you need to prioritize. Okay, everyone,
yes.
batiin muna natin. Okay, inom ka muna dyan. Kung may coffee ka, meron kang, alam mo, tsaa, o kung anong meron. Ang laki talaga, pinaghandaan ko talaga ni Joanna. Ang laki ng kanyang parang mug,
Pinaghandaan ko to.
Pinaghandaan, no? So dun sa mga kaibigan natin, viewers natin, sabi nila Lailani from the I think truly we can have a series more, 'di ba? Talagang series na to. Joanna Joe series na nga raw to. So sabi niya from ayun, more knowledge is power. Nako, parang si Ernie Baron sumalangit na po nawa. Sabi ni Lailani. And then from Cats Gelaso Dizon, ito medyo watching from Sambales. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Cats. Palagay ko, Joanna, ako na, nahihiya naman ako ipabasahin pa kita. I'm sure yung gusto mong ipahinga man ng konti, no? Basta read ka lang dyan. Ronald Ganiban we would not have met you, Ma'am Joanna, if not for our desire for personal development. Very good. And this Saturday habit, the Paulo Tibig Show is one of the best avenue of personal development. And it's free. Maraming salamat, Ronald. Ito, Joanna, ito yung mga certified followers. Nakita mo kanina pa, no? Ito, tsaka syempre, yung nag-follow sa atin na talagang napakaraming learnings dito. From Nora Reclusado, thank you for sharing these signs. Now we know. Nako, ang dami pala, no? I saw the sign. And by the way, Joanna, and the rest of you, we would like to invite you also that this coming Saturday, we have this public run of, this is one of the sought after programs that we have done nitong pandemic since last year pa po. So, getting this opportunity to invite you, we have limang slot na lamang po to complete the intimate full day activity of our Love of Work program, Why You Need to Love Your Job More Than Ever public run. Happening on next Saturday before the show, 9 to 4 p.m. Registration details is there. Let us know because you'll be getting a lot of activities, how to get your team motivated, how to get them on track with the rest of the objectives of your companies, of your businesses. So join us, very limited na lamang po yung aming tatanggapin kasi it's a session that's very intimate. So andyan po yung registration details. So let us know. We can also do and conduct this in-house the way many companies have done this, multinational, national companies. In fact, next week we'll be doing that for another company. The other time we have done that for another, German company in the country. So join us with this Love of Work program for you, your team, your organization, for your companies and businesses. Yan po, very timely ngayong pandemic. And in advance, we would like to invite you also. We will be coming up one of our sought after programa on Sales Masters Program. Ito po, starting on June, we have 8 modules, 24 concept archetypes and tools. And in 2 months' time, it's really a masterclass exclusively with many proprietary, proven, and I will be sharing a lot of experience, selling, how to sell effectively, especially at this point of evolving times. Let us know. We've been conducting this to many companies. Just last Monday, we've done for another. We'll be doing for many companies also. So if you wanted to join the first, this is going to be the first public run for this. Do join us. The details, message us. Abangan nyo po yan. Ilalabas po namin yung lahat ng detalye. But if you wanted as early as now, you can register, message us on our Facebook account, Paulo Tibig, and also, di ba, we can do a run exclusively also for your team. Yan, ha? So, ang dami pa pong programa yan. Just take a look at Workplace Excellence PH. Naku, Joanna, hindi ko nabati yung mga bagong members ng Workplace Excellence PH. Na-excite ako sa kanina. Ayan. Gusto ko lang batiin na, Joanna, kasi ito yung community ng professionals in corporate and business, Workplace Excellence PH. Jojo Lu, Bel Cleo, Mika Fernandez, Kiwi Manalaysay, Magila Salvacion, Louis Balabay, Carmi Devsab, VM Lucero, Arin Lanticho, Emmanuel Taghoy, Rochelle, Jen Angelsi, Janelle, Edica, Malot, Tid Chavez, Jerte Bergas, Berna TV, Romel, Roberto, Grace Delica, Gerard Mata, Christian Cañete, Ramon Fernandez, Edward Dandan, David Angelo. Maraming salamat at kung nariyan kayo, paramdam naman kayo. If you're not a member of Workplace Excellence PH community, libre po rin to. Joanna, mag-member ka na rin dito para ma-share mo lahat ng mga bagay na ito. At remember everyone, lagi po namin binabahagi regular workplace motivation. Tomorrow, yung for the week namin, gagawin na namin Sunday. Abangan nyo po yung napakaganda po ng aming vlog for tomorrow. Ang title po, Kalma Lang. Parang getting away from toxic people in your workplace. Abangan nyo po yan, only doon sa Workplace Excellence and also in our social media accounts. Yan. Joanna, go ahead. Sige, tuloy pa tayo. May oras pa tayo. Don't worry, go ahead.
Marami tayong oras, Paolo. And thank you so much, yan, for allowing me to rest. So, tama ka. Nag-prepare ako, Paolo. Ang dami kong
Oo nga, Mag, eh. Ako, basong maliit lang eh.
I really prepared for this one. So, now, where are we? So, now that you know the signs, guys, and yes, you're welcome, Miss Nora. I'm glad that you, that resonated well with you. So, if you have friends na showing some of the signs, then you can just tell her, Bes, baka kailangan mo lang mag-focus sa personal development mo. Okay? That's the only thing.
Sumagot ang best mo. Bes, wag ka nga magulo dyan.
Ibig sabihin lang ng Paulo, you look for another person because that best friend
Right.
is not
Hindi
that
siya ang
person.
tamang tao. Hindi siya ang tamang tao. Na sana tutulungan mo, gusto pa ayaw kang patulungan. Okay, sige best, bahala ka sa buhay.
Yeah. So what is the bottom line, Paulo, of everything that I've shared with you? The bottom line is this. Be, do, have. Okay. To quote Zig Ziglar, you have to be before you can do and do before you can have. This simply means, Paolo, that having is the result of being and doing. However, Paolo, kasi what's happening is that people would usually do the reverse. What do I mean by that? Example, I have to have the capital so I can do the business and I can be rich. Instead of, I want to be rich, I'm looking for ways to get the capital, okay, so that I can start my business. Or reverse again, I have to enroll to the gym so I can do some exercises and can be healthy. Okay? Hanggat hindi ka nag-enroll sa gym, you can never be healthy because you're thinking of it that way. Or probably, I have to be promoted so I can do better in my job and I can be more efficient. Meaning, you're just waiting for your boss to promote you before you can be more efficient, which is the reverse way of be, do, have. Because the truth is, it has to start with be. BE. Your being is a summary of your core values, intentions, and purpose, Paolo. So, what do we have to do now? You have to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Because begin Because with Be Do Have, it's all about beginning with the end in mind, which is the second habit in Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Paolo. I'm sure you've read that, and most of our viewers here, because these people here are heavily invested in their personal development. Again, with Be Do Have, we actually go back to clarity. Begin with the end in mind, wherein you gain clarity and you became more efficient because you know exactly what you have to do. You can create a plan and plot out strategies how to best achieve your goals. We have a program called Millionaire Mind Intensive, Paulo, created by T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker. He's also the author of the Secret of the Millionaire Mind book, wherein he said the process of manifestation, TFAR. What do we mean by that? Thoughts that leads to feelings, that leads to your actions, that give you your results. That is be do have. Everything starts in your mind. You have to create that person. What is that person for you? That is the question, guys, that I want you to take note of. What is that person for you? Okay, because even in the book Atomic Habits, Paula, by James Clear, I love this book. Taking an identity is the best way to grow yourself, because with identity based habits, the focus is who do you wish to become. Once you start embarking on your personal joy, a personal development journey, Paulo, it's so important to to ask the right questions. I meant, what is that person to you, and who do you wish to become? Okay. So, what would be the next step, Paulo? Upon knowing the signs, knowing the benefits, what's the bottom line, knowing about this be do have? What do we have to do now? All right. In the next slide, yan. I am going to share to you some of the what do you call that? I'm going to share to you some advice that I personally took before. All right. These are some of the things that I did when I started on my personal development journey. All big things come from small beginnings. What do I mean by that? Well, first, as I mentioned a while ago, Paulo, ask yourself, who do you wish to become? Make a self-assessment. Yeah, can we move the next please?
Next slide,
Uh,
please. Yeah.
There, yan. First is do a self-assessment, Paulo. Because you know the signs already, or probably you know now that you need to do something about your own self-growth. You want to be of contribution to others. How do you begin? Begin by assessing yourself. Who do you want to be? And then maybe you can talk to a friend. Hey, friend, you know what? I realized that being an accountant is not really that I really want to pursue until my old days. Maybe now I want to be a lawyer, or probably I want to be a startup, or probably I want to partner with Paulo Tibig doing this online shows. Okay. So a friend of yours can help you determine what you want to happen in your life. Or you can find a coach. A coach can really, or a mentor, somebody who you trust, somebody who has the results that you want to have. Because they can show you the fastest, easiest way. You don't have to go through their mistakes, all their failures, kasi tutulungan ka nila na ididiretso ka na kagad nila na alisin na nila lahat ng mga bumps along the way. Okay, this is what you have to do because proven na to. Ginawa ko lahat yan. Ang dami kong naging palpak dun. It didn't give me the result. But now, here's my proven formula. That's what a mentor, a coach can do for you. Or you can start...
By the way, Joanna, meron tayong isang coach dito. Palagay ko kilala mo rin to. Sabi ni Eric Pike, good evening. Hello, bro, Paulo, and great speaker. Nako na, Sis Joanna de los Santos Lazaro. Talking about saktong-sakto yung alam mo na pag mga late, di ba? Yan mga late. Sabi niya, ayun nga, galing daw ng episode, Coach Paulo. Siguro tamang-tama sakto sa pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Ang take ko nga dito, Joanna, no, giving the kailangan natin ng mentor. We also need some tormentor, everyone, ha? Hindi naman natin marinig yung kagalingan, puro magaganda. We need to be, ayun, alam niyo yung kailangan, meron tayong meron tayong realidad wherein, 'di ba? We don't want to always hear yung flowery. We wanted yung real sense, sincere, at talaga naman nakakatulong yun sa atin. No? Yan. So sabi rin nila, Lane, dito, relatable thought being suffering from burnout. Palagay ko kanina to. But it has something to do with my mental health issue. I hope, Lane, you're getting into it also. Yoli De Jesus, thanks for the sign. Talagang I saw the sign. I hope you don't mind. Yan.
Not at
So,
all.
alam na alam. So, going back, Joanna, sige, for all these small beginnings.
Yes. Or we already mentioned the mentor, the coach, and the tormentor. You can start small, probably, Paolo, by reading a book. Just get one book that resonates well with your current need. If you want to improve your relationship, then Don Miguel Ruiz book, The Mastery of Love. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. It's one of my most favorite books of all time. It was suggested to me by my own coach, Coach Ras Huson. And ever since I read that, my concept of self-love really grew. Okay. Or probably you want to change your habits. A while ago, I mentioned Atomic Habits by James Clear. Or if you want to learn about becoming financially independent, having all this money, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker and Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. There are so many resources. You can start simply with a book. It won't cost you that much. If you know a friend who owns that book, you can borrow. Basta balik nyo lang kaagad para yung friend ninyo, pagkakatiwalaan pa kayo with so much more books. Okay? Or, what you can do, ito libre. You can tune in to live streamings like this of Paulo's and even with us in Loros Enterprises,
Yes.
centered around personal development. There's so many, especially right now because of the pandemic, Paulo, there are just too many people providing so much value on the internet through Facebook Lives. There are so many seminars and trainings that our viewers right now can get into. All you have to do really is be choosy. Kasi marami rin po talagang videos na nagkakalat na hindi naman po beneficial. Like, no offense man, pero marami po talaga na napapatawa po kayo, right? But at the end of the day, hanggang tawa na lang po ba tayo? What else can that bring to your life? Masaya tumawa, yes, it's very important. But you cannot be successful in life if lagi na lang yung papanoorin mo those kind of videos. Invest. Look for other resources. Ang dami sa YouTube. Oh my gosh, YouTubeversity. That's what I call it. Ang daming libre. Total, nakadata ka na rin lang naman, nagbabayad ka na lang din naman ng internet mo. Make use of it, right? Ako ay balance, Paolo. I'm not a hypocrite. I do Netflix. I watch a lot of films. I watch a lot of K-dramas.
Ano pinapanood yun? Ano yun? Vicente Cos ba yun? Vicenzo ba yun? Nagkakamali ako lagi eh.
Vincenzo yata.
Vicenzo.
Naglalabas niya ako ng life lessons from Vincenzo. Kasi ang dami talaga niya life lessons. So yeah, I'm not a hypocrite. I do Netflix, I watch films, I do K-drama, but then I balance it out. There are times that I'm in YouTube, absorbing everything, consuming all Oprah, Wayne Dyer, T. Harv Eker. These are the people that I really follow kasi. And at times I rest. That's the time that I go to watch something from my television. It's okay. Okay? Ako, I don't I don't discriminate people if they want to watch films or they want to do Netflix. Kasi di ba marami talaga tayong, totoo naman din talaga, Paolo, na maraming oras yung nasasayang if we keep on watching TV. That, for me kasi it's a balance eh.
Tama yan. That's the key word there, Joanna. It's about balance. Ibig sabihin ni everyone, parang lahat naman tayo, we wanted to be pleased, di ba, by entertainment, by movies, Netflix, iFlix, Skyflix. Pero at the end of the day, parang ang tanong nga with 1 year of pandemic, nakita na ba natin o nalaman na ba natin how productive we are? Have we gone so far? You know, it's a very good self-help check also we're in. Kumusta tayo? Isang taon na nangyari. What is our small wins? Have we done
Yeah,
something about this? Sabi mo nga, Joanna, small beginnings. It may be book. It may be, parang attending more valued parang seminars, webinars, and the likes. And for
yes.
free. Yun pa yung maganda, everyone. For free pa iyan. Di po ba?
Correct.
So yan, yan
Yeah.
maganda eh. Yan ang magandang hindi ito nga ang tanong everyone. Paano pag post-pandemic na? Will you get everything still for free? Yan. So ibig
Take it.
sabihin, take the time, maximize yung opportunity and get the best out of it.
Correct. Yes. So again, you can make Paulo Tibig Show a Saturday habit, right? Ang dami pa po. And also you can include Loros Enterprises, our Manifest Master Inspire, every Wednesday night naman po yan. Or what else can you do? What would be the next step for you? You can be part of the Loros family. Right?
Yes.
What do I mean by that? Loris Enterprises, as we've mentioned, as Paolo mentioned a while ago, we are into events. We do trainings, we do seminars. So prior to the pandemic, nagma-mass gatherings po kami. And we're bringing in lots of big names to our country. All right? You can start with our Empower magazine. This is the magazine that I manage, Paolo. I'm the managing director for this. We have still lots of copies of this. All these magazines, they contain stories of real Filipinos who thrived, okay, regardless of their circumstances. And right now, you've met a lot of them. You are going to read their story through the Empower magazine, and you can apply all the success principles, all their ideas, all the habits that they did, okay, so that you too can become successful in your own life. Okay, we have another program, Paolo, because we are doing the Millionaire Mind Intensive and we are actually doing the Quantum Leap of T. Harv Eker. He is the author of The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, the book that I mentioned a while ago. And I really love all the principles that I am learning from this guy. I went to his program, Millionaire Mind Intensive in 2015. And ever since then, really, my belief about money shifted 180 degree. So whatever I am enjoying right now financially, it's because of this person and because of the Quantum Leap program. Another program, Paolo, allow me to invite
Go
your
ahead.
viewers,
Go ahead.
more
Go ahead.
viewers
Go ahead.
tonight, is that we actually have a lot of upcoming events in Loris Enterprises. So, yes, nakakatuwa, Paolo, kasi medyo late kami nag-pivot.
Mm-mm.
The truth is, when the pandemic happened, naging we didn't believe that it's going to last long. We really hold on until last quarter of the year. So we're not doing anything. We're just waiting that the government is going to announce that, hey, you can do mass
Ay na.
gathering
Oh,
again. Yes.
tama.
So naging in denial kami for the longest time. So we started pivoting around October. And then the very first event that we did was January of this year with the Takeoff Summit, wherein we had our own signature event. And ever since then, ang dami na naming events na ginagawa in partnership with other people also. Just like right now, we are bringing Harness Your Strength by Coach Jay. I love this. I love this training, Paolo, because honestly, even until now, I do attend trainings pa rin. I'm actually under coaching program of Coach Reza, the Fem-Powered Masterclass, because I want to really harness the Fem power in me. Okay? Harness your strength. I really understand what are my strengths scientifically and how I can maximize each of them. So, my husband and I, we attended this program and oh my gosh, the aha moments, the breakthroughs, grabe talaga. Another event that we are doing is the Fast Profits by Mr. Sandy Jadeja. If you are the kind of person right now you're looking at trading as another source of income and you want to understand it, how you can get started, we invite you to join us at Sandy Jadeja's program or on May 20. Harness Your Strength is 2 days, May 29 to 30. All right,
Next week na. Next week na
Sandy
'yon.
Jadeja is, ha?
Next week na.
Next week na, yes, the next weekend. The next is Sandy Jada Jazz. Ito naman May 29. So this is just 2 to 3 hours lang po, but it's already enough to give you basic information how you can include trading in your own portfolio, right? This is a free event, by the way, yung kay Sandy Jada Jazz. Yung harnessing the power of wisdom, we are offering a group rate, so you can contact us in Loris Enterprises. Also, Paolo, I'm so happy to inform you that we are doing the Unleash the Power Within of Tony Robbins, the world's #1 business strategies. This is our actually second time of partnering with Success Resources, and the event is happening on June 3 to 6. So if you want to really break through all your limiting beliefs, crush all those fears, and really know how you can pivot, how you can shift everything in this pandemic right now, it's time for you to unleash your inner power from within. Okay. Another program that we are in partnership, Paolo, right now is with Coach Edwin Soriano and Coach Reza, which is the world class Filipino champions. It's happening the whole month of June this year. And we have a Facebook group right now. All you have to do now, guys, you can join the group and you will already start learning from some of the world class Filipinos that we have. Take note of this code, LEFILCHAMP, so that you can get in to the Facebook group for free at the same time, because we have some gifts, exclusive gifts for everybody who is going to use this code, LEFILCHAMP. Remember that it's open. You can share it to your entire neighborhood, Paolo, to the whole barangay, or if you want to the whole world. Kaya, go lang. Share LEFILCHAMP as your code. Another event, Paolo, that we are doing, this is for the freelancers and professional, work from home professionals, OFCON, in partnership with Online Filipino Freelancers of CJ Cajoles. On this event, we are going to help you freelancers and work from home professionals build your own economy. That regardless of the pandemic, economic recessions, you don't get worried at all. Okay? And lastly, Paolo, I'm not sure if you know this, I am so happy to inform you that Loris Enterprises, we are the partner of Mind Valley here in the Philippines. And because of that, Mind Valley of Vision Lakiani, and because of that, Paolo, we are bringing the Mind Valley membership, which is a 1-year subscription. So if you are going to enroll to Loris Enterprises po, you can get huge discount. Plus, you get free life book quest, which is worth $500. Yan. My friends from Loris Enterprise family, from Loris Enterprises already put all the links to all the events that I've mentioned, Paolo. So yeah, we invite you, if you are really serious, if right now you feel it in your heart that there's something missing, there's something lacking, maybe Loris Enterprises and Paulo Tibig here can help you. We really want to support you. We want to be part of your journey to success. We really want you to succeed at the end of the day. Okay? Yeah, another is that I want you to, what else? Sorry, nakalimutan ko na yung kasi Paolo.
Yan.
Can we
Yan yung
move the...
yan yata hinihintay naming lahat. Yung sexy na photo.
Ayan.
Go ahead, Jana.
Connecting 101, Paolo, we already did the first program or first virtual event in partnership with Laika last Friday. So this event is all about you and the gem of personal development to help people really understand what is personal development and how can this really move you from point A to point B. Last Friday, we had Jerome San of Loris Enterprises, Jason Law of Unique, author of The Unique, and my love's master, Clara de Herrera. She is into mindfulness, a yoga teacher, and a philanthropist. And I've interviewed them for Connecting 101 and all the participants that we have. And this is open for the Facebook community and also for the Laika community, Paulo. Next event that we would like to invite you, Paulo, if you guys...
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, yes. You can make us your Wednesday habit for Manifest Master Inspire, wherein we are interviewing some of the top-notch Filipinos that we have here in our country. They are sharing how they manifested their dreams, how they mastered their craft, and right now they are inspiring everyone around, not only in their own specific industries, but the entire world or the entire Philippines, Paolo. And lastly, allow me to invite you to my own page, Joanna Marie. Yeah.
Oh, ganda.
So,
Kulay na kulay pa lang.
yeah.
Parang
So, if you want,
evolution din ng hair to, ah. Evolution ng hair.
yes, yes. So, Paolo, thank you so much for allowing me to share all the programs of Loris Enterprises. And
Yep.
if our online viewers right now, they enjoyed, they learned something from me, and they really, they want to continue engaging with me, learning from me, everything po, nilalagay ko po dito sa page ko ni Joanna Marie. So, you can just follow, like and follow this page, and you can expect a lot po. I talk about life, I talk about habits, leadership, business, and darating din po yung time na we were going to talk about kikay things, you
Mm.
know,
Mm.
hikaw. Yeah,
Naku,
so
gusto.
why am I
Oh, yung pinag-usapan natin about your hair. Tulungan mo, tulungan mo. It's a very good advocacy.
Yes.
Joanne.
So how can you present yourself online? How can you develop the charisma? Yung sinasabi nga ni Paolo sa akin kanina, the 3 C's, which is the wait.
Credibility.
Wait, don't help me. Credibility, content, and charisma. Yes.
Yan. Galing, galing, galing. Ayan. Oh.
Like and follow my page, guys, and I'm going to really provide value to you because at the end of the day, this is what we want to do. Self-actualization, right? This is what personal development is all about. It's not just about my own growth, but the growth of the people around me, Paulo.
Yan, yeah, very good, everyone. Huh? Joanne, it's an insightful evening. And sabi ko nga, di ba, yung pag-uusap natin pa all this time for the show and your next ticket to success, meron po, wag niyo pong, ito po ang unang platform, nabanggit nga po ni Joanna kanina, and maybe ito na po, at sabi ko nga sa kanya, the narrative, the story alone is something that people will get really motivated and inspired. Yung mga alam mo, just to synthesize everything, no, ang dami pong na-provide sa atin with all the comments that you have right now, yung mga last comments natin dito. Ma'am Florence, maraming salamat for joining us. I think Joanna, kilala mo to, si Ma'am
Tita
Florence Yu.
Yes.
Ayan, no. Oo nga, no, Ma'am Florence, maraming salamat for medyo kung humabol po kayo, I hope that you will be able to get a lot of things pa rin dito. But just to say, oo nga, no, napatagal na, Wealth Summit with Bo Sanchez. Oo nga, Joanna, kasi I'm one of laging speaker ni Bo in Irigma, you know, in Wealth Summit, in Feast. Isa tayo dun sa laging paborito ni Bo. Maraming salamat. And Bo, always the best for all of us. No? Great speaker for tonight. Diba? She's a lady that has transformed so much since I've known her. Learn from Loris Enterprise. They have a lot of good seminar. Tamang-tama. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Florence, for this. And yan, nandyan po yung details ng ating Lorus. So if you wanted, with all na nalatag natin, no, yung mga programa na naibigay po ni Joanna, tignan nyo po appropriately, atinan po natin. Alam nyo, yun nga po, sabi nga natin, you have to invest very good in so many things that will help us, ourselves, our core, di ba, get us along with what we do in our daily grind. So maraming salamat for that. Joanna, just to give an idea, we have more than 100 shares and about 1,600 reach earlier pa kaninang mga while we're talking and talking. Ayan, just to wrap up things, everyone, quickly, na ilatag po sa atin kanina ni Joanna about personal development. It is something that we have to work on, we have to see, self-actualization, yun po ang pinaka-pinnacle of all these things, no? Tapos nabanggit niya, you know, anong tawag dito? the benefits. Diba? Yung sa kanya po, from self-discovery to grit to courage. Hindi ko na binabasa. Ayan pala, di ba? Alam mo, ang galing-galing. Di ba? Self-discovery, clarity, grit, courage, new skills, more income. Di ba? Sabi niya ganyan. Tapos, ano po yung treasured gains? Because of those things, marami siya naging treasured gains. Di ba? From the family to kanyang, dun sa kanyang empowered team. Yan po yung mga napakita niya kanina. And also, the telltale signs na pag kailangan mo nang i-develop at tignan mo na yung iyong baka may pagkukulang na sa atin sa personality natin. Di ba? So yan po yung mga nabanggit ni Joanna, napakarami, no? Also, sabi ko nga sa inyo, we will have a series with this. Parang susunod po baka ang next na pag-uusapan natin, other development na. Di ba? Tingnan po natin sa mga susunod na yan. So just the same, everyone, I hope that we have gotten a lot of, a lot of things. Pasensya na po kayo dun sa mga hindi namin nabasa kanina pa, but we have a joy, di ba? We have so much learnings tonight. Ito mga nasa huli na lang, no? Manuel Reblando, thanks, Ivana, for sharing your narrative on personal development. It's a nice and very informative platform. Maraming salamat, sir. Eric Kaig, more power to Loris. June Kabusay, maraming salamat. Ma'am Florence, nice
Yeah.
to see you again on the show. Hopefully, pagka face-to-face na, we'll be able to speak again and be in front of you guys. Again, di ba? Just follow us always. Katulad po ni Joanna, we have also other programs na nabanggit na po namin kanina. Click on our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Para po lahat po ng learnings na ito, libre po lang lahat yan, ma-provide po namin sa inyo. Joanna, maraming salamat. Parang sobrang sulit itong gabing ito. So, sulit po, dito ni Joanna. Sulit po, kahit po, pinagpapawisan na po kami ang aming mga kilikili dito. Kayo po at the comfort of your home. Maraming salamat everyone for joining us. Joanna, yes. Anything
Can
more?
I just
Go
share
ahead.
a last message
Go ahead.
to everyone? Yan.
Go
So,
ahead.
once again, Paolo, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity in your own platform. I'm really enjoying the time that I have right now. Although nabubulol po ako kasi yung heart ko po talaga hindi siya tumitigil. As in, it's
Ramdam.
pumping.
Girl, ramdam na ramdam.
I hope that despite my nervousness and despite my pagkabulol, I really hope that you get so much value from what I shared tonight. And also, thank you very much to all your viewers for speaking with us. Thank you for all the comments because they are empowering me. They are empowering us. I want to thank again my husband, my Loris family, my friends, si Sir Jun, si Lolit, si Alice, my love, si Charity, and there's so many pa. Nakita ko si Sheila, si Bo, sobrang active talaga. Tita Florence, Spike, maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Edgar, all the people na ngayon ko lang po na-meet, I really appreciate everything, all the shower of love right now. Okay, my last message for you guys. I know personal development, it's not an easy journey. It is going to be very bumpy. It will be full of hits and misses, Paula, and most of the time misses, right? When you are starting. And it can be frightening. That is so true. But what I guarantee you is that it's going to be worth it. It would lead you to your happier, wealthier, and more fulfilled life. Every aspect of your lives, Paolo, relationship, spirituality, finances, health, lahat yan maapektuhan sobra ng personal development. And when the time comes, everything is going to be priceless. So I really hope that moving forward, you would decide that you are going to focus on your personal development because, girl and boy, you deserve it. So own it, live it, embrace it.
And claim it. And I, may kulang ka,
Yes.
Joanna. And
And
I,
now, thank
thank
you.
you. Oh, by the way, alam mo kung kaya ko lang ipadala sa iyo to. Maraming salamat dun sa aking yung bagong ini-endorse. Kisig
Why
Lopez,
not?
maraming sa vegetarian. Nasa po 7-Eleven. At sa po, alam mo, in between, eto kanina kumakain ako habang nagsasalita ka, yung ating mga snack po from Vegetary. Maraming salamat for always supporting the show at abangan niyo po yan sa marami pang convenience store all over the Philippines. Kisig, maraming salamat. Vegetary, kung gusto niyo po yan, order na po kayo online at sa kanilang website, Vegetary. Ayan, so I think palagay ko we've done so much with tonight, everyone. You have learned so much from our guests. We have shared so many things, no? At sabi ko nga, ito po sabi ko sa inyo, talaga pong ang mga bisita natin dito pinaghahandaan. Kumbaga talagang ayaw nating ayaw nating maging dahilan sa bawat isa na bumitaw at talagang hindi matuto. But you know, this platform and all the platforms na binabanggit po natin ni Joanna is meant to help you out. And this is our way of also thanking you. Because of you guys, maraming salamat for always joining us. And kayo ang nagbibigay sa amin din ng inspirasyon para ipagpatuloy yung ginagawa namin katulad nito. Katulad ni Joanna, ni Jerome, at lang lahat na nariyan. Maraming salamat po. Everyone, can we show our warmest appreciation to our guest for tonight, Miss Joanna Lazaro. Everyone, hindi naglokoy itong aking studio ngayon, sound card ko, Joanna, all the things that...
An excellent receiver, Paolo. Thank you so much.
So doon sa mga hindi namin nabate, yan pa, may mga humahabol. Sheila, Drake also enjoy this. Elizabeth, Paglinawan, thanks Sir Paulo and Ma'am Joanna. Nawala. Diba? For all the learnings tonight, more power to you. God bless. Eric Kaeg. Ayan, yan hindi ko na pinagsalita po masyado si Joanna. Hindi ko na pinabate. So sino pa? Tingnan natin habang thank you everyone. Jerome, maraming salamat. Yung mga baka yung susunod na mga pinag-uusapan natin, let's call up Zune, Angie San Bravo, Edgar Agustin. Sir, maraming salamat always. Sheila, maraming salamat. And to all of you, everyone, we wish you good night. Diba? God bless, keep safe. And till the rest, till next time, only here, ang laging bumabago ng Saturday night habit natin, Joanna, only here at the Paulo Tibig Show. Thank you, everyone. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much to the Laika and Facebook communities of Florida.
Pakita mo rin yung TikTok mo. Ayan, no, Savage Love na. Pakita mo rin yung TikTok mo. Kahit papaanong ganyan, no?
Hindi ako marunong, Paolo. Paano yan?
Pahala ka na kahit paano raw ganyan. Kung naririnig mo yung Savage Love natin. Ayan. Everyone, no, lahat po nag-guest dito, nagti-TikTok. Everyone, again, thank you very much. God bless. See you on next episode, Saturday. Ayan. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Ayan.